night was 27 yards and had 1 interception. As the Evart Wildcats will be wearing their all whites tonight with the yellow wing helmet with the blue in the background. The Trojans got the white pants on with the black jerseys with the Trojans across the chest and a red helmet with their logo on top of it. As the wind blowing south currently, and clouds it's pretty overcast here. You can see a little bit of blue. It's going to be hit or miss all throughout the night, and it'll be interesting as we go forward. Well, we'd like to, this presentation of Evart Wildcats football wouldn't be possible without our football season sponsors: Worth Landscaping, RCB Contracting, Northland Federal Credit Union, Extremely Clean, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, Langat Mechanical Heating and Cooling. Are antsy and ready to go here tonight. They're already ready to go out on the field, while the Trojans are down and just taking their time getting onto the field, as the Wildcats coming into this one looking way bigger than Lake City. That is a big noticeable difference between these two squads. Lake City, these two teams played each other pretty closely. In the past, though, it hasn't always been that, but different offense, as Ben Bryant mentioned to us earlier. Different offense will be making things a little bit difficult. We'll see if Lake City comes in looking a little bit more comfortable, and we'll see if they can find a way to stun the Wildcats and get their first win. And we'll take it up. He cuts inside, cuts out to the left, and is brought down right around the 28-yard line. And there's a flag on the play, and we'll await to see what happens there. It was thrown near the Wildcats, and we'll see where they're heading. And it looks like the Wildcats are kind of hesitating, like they're going back to start this ball game, so they'll move the ball back a few yards, and they'll set up shop right around their own 19-yard line. But don't let this fool you. The Wildcats can really put a drive together. This is exactly what they did last week in their first drive. They drove right down, and they scored on their first drive of the season. So Aiden Anderson with a running back to his right, 2 receivers to his side, and is swarmed by a group of Trojans, and I think he got maybe a yard on the play, so it'll be about 2nd and 9 on the 20. The Wildcats, they don't run the ball a lot. You don't see a whole lot of high school teams not run the ball, especially these smaller schools. But if you can find a way to pass it, and pass it efficiently and effectively, well, you're going to be sitting real pretty. And it's brought down right around the 23-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down now for the Wildcats. Great job by this defense for Lake City, as it's starting to sprinkle a little bit again here, and we're going to see this on and off all night long. And a little bit boy out now. Aiden Anderson motioning McCoy to his left. He sets up. Anderson now with a receiver to his right, 2 to his left. Snaps the ball, fakes it to his running back. He'll throw down the right side, a little bit short, jumps up for it, and it's caught down around the 42-yard line. Dryson Desheed with the nice catch down the line, and it's 1st and 10. Wildcats, 10:20 to go here in the first quarter. So Aiden Anderson all by himself. 4 wide receivers. Receiver in motion as he goes to the left. He'll hand it off to his receiver, who cuts up and in, and he is whipped to the ground, but whipped in a positive direction, and he'll pick up about 2 or 3 yards. 7. 2nd and 7 officially on the 45. And the Wildcats looking looking to keep this in motion here. We'll see if they go back to the passing game or not here. Running back to his right. Snaps it, hands it off to his back. The back goes up the middle and is brought down just about on the 50. So it'll be 3rd and 2 on the play. It was Cameron Swales on the run, the sophomore for the Wildcats, and Ben Bryant not doing a whole lot of passing, perhaps. Similar formation again here for the Wildcats. Anderson snaps the ball. He'll keep it. Moves to his outside. Got enough for the first down. He keeps on running. Now he's down the sideline. 25, 20, 15, and is brought down right around the 14-yard line. And a big pickup for the quarterback, Aiden Anderson, as it'll be 1st and 10 on the 14 with 8:52 to go here in the first quarter. Lake City has been able to stuff them, has been able to stop the run quite a few times. They just have not been able to get that big play on 3rd down. So here we go again. Running back to his right, two receivers, snaps the ball. It was a bit of a screen play and overthrows it by about 10 feet. And perhaps the ball slipped out of his hand. His intended target on the play was Dryson Dershid. So Anderson will get the call, or get the play call from the sideline. 2 to his right, running back also to his left. Anderson with his running back in motion as he moves to the right. Backs to the left. Anderson has got a curl route, and it's caught and took down instantly by Dershid. And it's going to be 3rd and about 5 is what they're going to call it here. 8:28 as the clock continues to tick here. Dryson Dershid is their kicker, and well, he's got a very powerful left foot. We've been able to see him kick those PATs long beyond what you would expect from the high school level. So Aiden Anderson trying to get the first down here, and fakes it off, runs it up the middle at the 5, spins, and is brought down right around the 2-yard line, excuse me. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats as they are threatening here. Wildcats 3 for 3 to start this game on 3rd down conversions. And you gotta be happy if you're Ben Bryant. Aiden Anderson trying to put the Wildcats up on top first, and he'll keep it himself. He runs it up the middle. Did he break the goal line? And the call is he is stuffed at the line. It's got to be about 2nd and inches from the goal line. Looks like he broke the line, but that's why I'm up here and not down there. You don't get the greatest look. So Brendan Magnuson will be way out towards the sideline. Aiden Anderson with a 2nd and goal opportunity. Snaps the ball. He'll keep it himself. He ranges out to his right, and he breaks the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. With 7:14 left on the scoreboard here in the first quarter, the Wildcats own a 6-0 lead as the kicker will come on the field, and they'll kick the extra point. Dryson Dershid is a very, very good kicker. He's got some college potential there as a kicker. Kicks from the left-footed kickers. So Anderson snaps the ball, lines it up for Dershid. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It's 7-0 Wildcats with 7:14 here to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside for about 60 seconds. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a 4th-generation family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional reliable, RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Welcome back to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9. 7:14 to go here in the first quarter, and the Wildcats coming off of an opening drive touchdown as they completed 3 third-down conversions, and Aiden Anderson was the man who put them on the board. So it'll be Drashid who will kick off here as he runs and he kicks this one away. The wind interfering with it a little bit as it drops, and it's received by Logan Stanley, who brings it up the left side and is brought down out of bounds right around the 29-30 yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. As they turning into one of those very yucky type of games as the sprinkling rain continues to pour down here.
You there, Casson?
Let's go. And it's brought down right around the
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Looking for a heating and air conditioning service that keeps your home comfortable? Introducing Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. Best butts in town.
Ooh!
Oops, did I just say that? Now that I got your attention. Our team of experts is here to keep your home cozy and cool. So why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? Call 989-598-0534 to schedule your service today and experience the difference with Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. That's 989-598-0534. Don't wait, because comfort never looked so good. Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort meets cuteness.
Hey, Northern Michigan. Rich Smulligan here from the Ina store in beautiful downtown Ina. Fall is particularly beautiful here in Ina, but we all know what follows it. Right now, it's time to prepare for all that snow with a new Boss snowplow for your truck or utility vehicle. You'll be ready to restore order to your driveway or parking lot with a new Michigan-made Boss snowplow. Call us for a great preseason deal before winter hits.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
1-629-8088.
Welcome back. Sorry about the technical issues. The rain causing a lot of problems on my end here at the stadium. And while during all that, the Trojans just broke loose for a big touchdown down the left side, and they are 1 point away from knotting this game back up. 32 here to go in the first quarter. Again, we apologize about the technical issues. Hoping going forward, there's nothing else going on. So they'll go for the 2-point try. A little bit of a fake. Keeper, the throw on the run, and it's caught. Touch, and 2-point is good. The pass was caught by a tight end near the right side for the Trojans. So the Trojans lead it 8-7 here in the first quarter. The Wildcats were doing a nice job at stuffing the line, but they were unable to finish it out. So Wildcats will get back together. Ben Bryant trying to rally the troops here and get back on the right track here. Their first points of this 2024 season, and I'm sure that's got to be a sigh of relief for a lot of these parents and hometown fans of these Trojans. Nobody likes to watch a absolute beatdown like they had to endure last week against Hart. So the Wildcats back on the field, ready to go. Trojans, the rain right now holding off. It's a little bit misty here and there, but for the most part, just windy. And the Trojans will be kicking with the wind. As we get ready to go here, it'll be Paul Delphs again with the kickoff. The senior, right-footed kicker. Kick is up and away. Down near the 20-yard line is where it's received. Magnuson will run across the field. He's got a hole. He's going to get a block and brought down right around the 32-yard line. But once again, a flag is on the play. And I'm sure this is going to go against the Wildcats. Yet another holding penalty potentially. And that's what it's looking like as the Wildcats start to mosey their way back some yards, as still no official call by the officials as they try to figure out what's going on down there. Wildcats know what's going on, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. Another holding penalty. Well, there was no penalties on the kickoffs last week for the Wildcats, and well, there hasn't been any penalties during the actual playing of the game when it comes to non-kickoffs. So 4:24, 1st and 10, right around the 19-yard line. Same spot they started to open up the game. And now we're going to get a stop in time real quick by the officials. So the chain gain. Now we're ready to go. Anderson taps it. Looks to his right, goes deep down the sideline, and it's brought in, and it's caught. Looks like it's Noah Vanderlyn down by the 40-yard line marker. It'll be 1st and 10. We've seen the Wildcats and Aiden Anderson go deep down the sideline a handful of times last week. We've already seen it a couple times here tonight. And I'm sure that's going to be a part of their game that they're hoping to get working. Anderson all by himself. Got a receiver in motion as he moves to the left. He'll fake it off to the receiver. Anderson moving to his right, cuts to his right, down the sideline, and he is tripped up out of bounds around their own 45-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 again. And Anderson running all over the place. It feels like a Lamar Jackson-like player right now, the way he's running all over the place. He's been able to get to that one-on-one situation with the corners for Lake City. Now they're going to move the ball up a little bit. I believe there was a penalty play. Doesn't see anything motioned by the officials, so they'll set up shop around the 30-yard line. 3:55 the first quarter. Anderson. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, running back to his left. He'll hand it off to his back, cuts it around the right side, down the sideline, and bumps into a Trojan. Pretty tough, and let's see, they got to get the first down to him. They got a down Trojan on the sideline. And it's going to be second and very, very short for the Wildcats. As two receivers to his left, one to his right, running back motions to his left. Anderson snaps it and hands it off to his back, cuts it to the outside, spinning, juking, and is brought down right around the 16-yard line, and they are moving the ball right down the field, looking to take back this lead as the time continues to tick down here in the first quarter. Wildcats offense has been looking good here to start the game. Trying to continue that. Snaps the ball, looks to his right. He's got a man on the left side. It's Magnuson, who's brought down around the 16-yard line. And so it'll be 4th and short. A correction, the scoreboard's wrong. That the guys on the field is correct. It'll be 2nd and 9 here for the Wildcats. Aiden Anderson looking to keep this ball rolling. Down the middle, and it's caught. And they're going to say he dropped it, incomplete. He had the ball in his hands for a couple of steps, but it was a hit by one of the Trojans that jarred the ball loose. So they'll have to repeat it again here, 3rd and long. 40 to go here in the first quarter. Aiden Anderson will have a running back to his right, snaps the ball, looking to his right, throws right, and he is brought down. Bryson Rashid stuffed almost instantly, and it's going to be decision time now for Ben Bryant. 4th and about 7 here for the Wildcats. You got Rashid, who got a pretty good leg, but I don't know if you... What happens here? It looks like they're going to go for it. All they need is 7 yards to get to that first down marker. Anderson in the shotgun, snaps the ball, fakes it off to his running back. Got a man over the middle, caught, touchdown, Wildcats. Brendan Magnuson wide open in the end zone. Gives the Wildcats a 13-8 lead here with 2 minutes to go. And those receivers for the Wildcats beat the Trojans off the line and found themselves wide open, and good job to not miscommunicate that opportunity. There was 2 of them right beside each other, and well, it was Magnuson with the catch, and so now Rashid will line up for the extra point. Anderson snaps it, places down. Here in the second quarter. Well, we'll take about a 60-second break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is. QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Welcome back to Evart Wildcats football. 14-8. Wildcats lead it. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Bryson Rashid lining up for the kick. It'll be Trojans ready to receive this. Looks like it's Ian McLeod back on, and it is off and away, and it will bounce down around the 7-yard line where it's picked up. It's Logan Stanley who's brought down by a pack of Wildcats, and it is going to be 1st and 10 from inside their 7-yard line. So a long way to go for the Trojans. As it was a big breakaway touchdown for the Trojans last time out. So now, Ian McLeod ready to go here. He's got big wing T motion here and hands it off to his fullback, who gets a nice gain here above about 3 yards or so. The second and about 6 on their 15-yard line. Trojans running this new offense. They also did a lot of passing in years past, but now you don't have to necessarily worry about that with them. Maybe they got some more confidence with this run game. Robbie Root hands it off, and right now Wildcats struggling to tackle, but they get them down. And it'll be 3rd and 2 here on the 20-yard line.
Sean Fox is there, head for about 4 yards.
Robbie Root is the quarterback tonight for the Trojans. A little bit difficult to see the numbers from way up here in the box. We'll get it figured out. Here defensively, and let's see where the ball is at, and it's brought down behind the line. And it is 4th and long now for the Trojans. The Wildcats sniffed that one out from the get-go. And now, are the Trojans going to go for it, or are they going to punt this ball away? A wise choice would be punting it. It's 4th and 6 on the 15. Clock is ticking down, and I'm sure they're going to just let it drain as they try to figure out what they're going to do here. And there it is, the end of the first quarter. The Evart Wildcats 14, the Lake City Trojans 8. We'll step aside for a quick 60-second break. We come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter. You're listening to B103.9.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Looking for a heating and air conditioning service that keeps your home comfortable? Introducing Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, where we pride ourselves on having the cutest servicemen and women with the best butts in town.
Ooh!
Oops, did I just say that? Now that I got your attention. Our team of experts is here to keep your home cozy and cool. So why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? Call 989-598-0534 to schedule your service today and experience the difference with Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. That's 989-598-0534. Don't wait, because comfort never looked so good. Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort meets cuteness.
Welcome back here on B103.9 as the Evart Wildcats lead the Lake City Trojans 14-8. We got a fresh 12 on the scoreboard, and the Trojans will flip the field. It's 4th and 6 as they are looking like they're going to punt. The snap is up. The punt is down the 30-yard line and is on a bit of a shoestring as he is brought down around the 24-yard line. It was Bryson Rashid on the return. One of the Trojans looks like he was about to rip his jersey in half with the way he was holding on, but there is a flag on the play. Now remember, all these special team plays here for the Wildcats, when they are receiving, they have gotten a holding penalty. So on a receiving side of the ball, as the officials conference is ongoing here. And it is going to go against the Trojans. Unsure what the penalty is, but unsportsmanlike conduct on the Trojans. Be about 15-yard penalty here, and now the Wildcats will set up shop around the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, and only one play away, and this could be a 2-possession lead here for the Wildcats. Aiden Anderson's got 2 receivers on each side and a running back beside him. Now we're gonna stop again here. And it'll be a timeout on Lake City. So we'll step aside for 60 seconds ourselves as everybody just tries to get everything figured out. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get ready for hunting season with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by the Ina store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Welcome back on B103.9. 14-8, Evart leads it, and they are threatening once again. 1st and 10 on the Trojans' 12-yard line. And Anderson snaps the ball, pumps it to the left, throws it to the left, and it's caught. But it had to be a bit of a diving catch there. And there's a flag on the play. And we just have not been able to get any sorts of plays going here since the start of the second quarter.
Wildcat 5, 1st and 15 from the 17.
It looks like it's the Wildcats are going to move back 5 yards, and we'll see if we can finally get the ball moving here. 1st and 15, 11:51 to go here in the first. Anderson snaps the ball and brought down right in front of the 5-yard line. And it is once again Cameron Swales on the run. So it'll be 2nd and about 5 with 7 yards to go to the end zone. Wildcats trying to make this a 2-possession lead. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales. Swales cuts to his left, and it is not, as it is brought down right on the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal now, though, as they are using the running back to move the ball down the field this time around. It's not so much Aiden Anderson as we've seen so much this season to start. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales. Swales looks like he's brought down at the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal, and we'll see if the Trojans have a couple of more stops in them. You know, this is going to be 4-down territory for Bryant and his Wildcats. Wildcats getting the play call here. And something tells me we're going to see Aiden Anderson on a bit of a keeper here. We've seen that each time here, at least once in the red zone. Anderson all by himself in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Snaps the ball. He'll keep it, run it to the right side, and he breaks the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Aiden Anderson taking it to the end zone.
20-8, Evart leads it with 10:14 to go here in the second. They marched right down after a good return on the punt return. And we'll see if they'll come back, and no reason not to. That's exactly what they're going to do. So Dryson Rashid lines up for the kick again. He's a perfect 2 for 2 tonight. You go for 3 for 3. Anderson, the placeholder. Snaps it, places down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-8, Evart leads it with 10:14 to go here in the second. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. We'll be right back on B103.9.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
For impeccable interior room painting projects, schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
10:14 to go here in the second quarter. Evart leads at 21-8 as they get a great punt return by Dryson DeSheed, who gets ready to kick it off here to the Trojans. The kick is up and away. Bit of a shallow kick. Received, though, by the Trojans. And a bit of a pack of players, and it's brought down on the 31-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will set up shop here as they try to avoid going 4 and out for the second straight possession as they did last time out. A big rivalry game. Of course, these two schools separated by 45 minutes. A lot of these schools in the Highland Conference pretty far apart. Most of them about a half-hour drive, but you've already seen a lot of chippiness. Already one unsportsmanlike conduct here tonight. That one going towards the way of the Trojans. Ball snapped, fake handed off, and Canton is brought down out of bounds, and it'll be second and about 2. As the clock is south of 10 minutes officially now here in the second quarter. On this overcast, gloomy, cruddy weather night, 53 degrees here in Lake City. Behind the Lake City Elementary School, and a half-mile from the lake. So Robbie Root snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, and he gets stuffed at the line, but it looks like it's enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for the Trojans. New offense for the Trojans this year, as we've mentioned a couple times. They run the very traditional old backs in the backfield, quarterback separating them and the offensive line. So you never really know where the ball is going. We've already seen Evart get bit by it once tonight. Blake Root comes limping off the field. So they'll have a new look behind the line now. Robbie Root snaps the ball and hands it off to his back, and it's brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 1. Looks like they're actually going to say he got back to the line. So good effort there by the Trojans. 13, 2nd and 10 here in the second quarter. 21-8, Evart leads it. First conference matchup of this 2024 season. It's a big rivalry one. Ball is snapped, and they run into each other in the backfield. That's one of the issues you can run into. Literally, if you're running this type of offense, they tried to do a fake handoff, and well, one of the running backs got in the way, and was brought down. So it's 3rd and about 7 here on their own 46. Evart trying to force a 4th down here about midfield. Robbie Root goes underneath the gun. He'll snap it and he'll hand it off, and a nice carry by Cole McGinnis, who gets enough to move the chains, and it's 1st and 10. That misdirection, I mean, if you can sniff it out from the start, good luck, but the Trojans have a couple times tonight been able to get Evart and they're looking to compile this drive on even more. Hopefully pull within a 1-possession score. And looks like we got some conversations going on with the officials and the offensive and defensive line. I'm sure there's a lot of chippiness going down on the field right now. Ben Bryant and Kyle Smith, the 2 head coaches for these squads, looking for an explanation. Ball snapped, handed off, and they got a man on the outside, and he is missed tackle, and he's down the left sideline. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Trojans.
Sean Fox with the carry, taking it to
21-14 now, as they cut this lead down to a 1-possession lead for the Wildcats. That's the 2nd breakaway touchdown for the Trojans. .7:25 to go here in the 2nd quarter. A lot of offense here to start this ball game. Now they look like we're going to go for 2 here. Try to pull within 5. Right now, both of these offenses have really been yet to been stopped, with the exception of the 4 and out, or the 3 and out, excuse me, by the Trojans as they run the ball up the middle, and it's across the goal line. And it's 21-16, 7:25 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Well, Trojans fighting and crawling their way down the field, and it was a breakaway, about a 45-yard run. And we'll step aside for about 60 seconds. 21-16, Evart leads it, 7:25 to go here in the 2nd. You're listening to B103.9.
Worth Landscaping, a 2nd-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Evart Public Schools and all Evart athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroner. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or setup service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
7:25 to go here in the 2nd quarter. A ton of offense being had between both sides here tonight. The Trojans lining up for the kickoff. The Wildcats will try to continue their hot start offensively. They have scored on all 3 possessions to start this game. Kick, but it is mishandled, but fielded right around the 10-yard line, and Noah Vanderlyn is whipped to the ground as he gets an uproar from his home crowd. And it'll be 1st and 10 on the Wildcats 18. As they will look to move the ball right down the field yet again, as they have done so well tonight. So Aiden Anderson lines up in shotgun formation yet again. 2 receivers on each side, all by himself. Snaps the ball. looking to his left. Got a man down the middle, caught and brought down around the 42. That was Dryson Rashid here on the 41, and looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Trojans. That is their second of the half. And we'll also take a timeout ourselves. 21-16, 7:14 to go. Wildcats driving. You're listening to B103.9.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang 0632 and go Wildcats.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and store fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Wildcats.
21-16, the Wildcats lead it here with 7:14 to go in the second. First and 10 on their 41-yard line. It's a big catch down the middle by Noah Vanderlyn. And a similar look, all by himself in the backfield. Receiver in motion as he moves to the left, hands it off to Brandon Magnuson. And he is brought down around the 45-yard line. Ticking. Be second and 6 here. Wildcats, really only once have they been stopped behind the line. It has been all systems go tonight forever. We got Noah Vanderlyn way out to the right. Ball snapped, handed off to the back, and a big hard nose with about 3 yards to the first down marker. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Evart looking to continue to be perfect here on 3rd down conversions tonight. They've not missed in that category. Receiver in motion as he goes to the right. Hands it off to the receiver. Moves to the right. Cuts up the middle and ball's out. Fumbled. Lineman jumped on it. And did Evart recover it? If Trojans come away with it, yes, Evart did recover it. But it looks like they're going to be just short of the first down marker. Nice job by Landon Babb there. The right tackle for Evart to jump. Have an experienced lineman. As so many of this front line for Evart is, you're going to see Agent Wing as one of them. Gabe Mitchell as the center. Right side, really a lot of upperclassmen. You got to be happy with that, especially with a young quarterback and receivers. So 4th and 1. Evart going to go for it. We'll have 2 remaining. 21-16, 5:34 to go here in the half. And we'll step aside. 60 seconds. We'll be right back. B103.9.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Evart carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and 5 to 12 daters, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
You're listening to WBZX Big Rapids, Evart Wildcats versus the Lake City Trojans here. About a half mile off the lake and right behind the Lake City Elementary School here in Lake City, Michigan. A Wildcats going to go for it here on 4th and 1 at the 49-yard line there. The Trojans 49. So Anderson trying to get a jump and There's going to be a penalty on the play. And let's see. Looks like it's going to be an automatic first down. Offsides on the Trojans. A costly penalty for what the Trojans looked like they were going to get their first 3 and out of the, well, not 3 and out, but first stop of the Wildcats all night. And it would have been a big one because had they have done that, the offense for the Trojans have been just rolling tonight. Could have potentially taken the lead right before half. So fresh set of downs for the Wildcats as they got a receiver in motion here. All the way to the right. Anderson, another receiver in motion, hands it off to that receiver who's cutting left, jukes it in, and he's got it opening down the left side and is brought down out of bounds. And it'll be about 2nd and 5. There was a flag on the play near the left side of the field. It came full. A lot of chippiness tonight with this rivalry. Evart's walking backwards as if it's on them. There's a chance this might be offsetting penalties. Lake City already with a couple of unsportsmanlike conducts tonight. There's gonna be a holding on Evart. March the ball back. It's going to be first and very long now for the Wildcats. First and 15 to be exact. The receiver out to his left, 2 on his right. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to his back. He's got on the 3-yard line, but yet again, another penalty.
There's a flag on the play.
And it's going to be a holding on Evart. And, well, it was pretty clean for Evart when it came to this offensive line and the way Aiden Anderson was moving the ball tonight. But this second quarter, it feels like we have barely played any football. A lot of laundry has been thrown onto the field tonight. They just cannot catch a break right now. So now it's officially 1st and 25 for the Wildcats, and now we might see some pass plays. A receiver in motion, fakes it, looks deep, throws a man down the middle, and it is dropped and almost picked off by the Trojans. It was Logan Stanley who was just about a couple inches away from picking that one off. He had to dive in front times to catch it. Ball looked like it slipped out of Aiden Anderson's hands. Otherwise, they could have had a big, deep play downfield. So we'll do it again. 2nd and 25 now on their 41. 5:16 to go here in the first half. Anderson motioning his running back to his left. Now a receiver to his left. Snaps the ball. Mishapped. He'll hand it off to his back, who's got an opening up the middle. He lowers his shoulder and gets to the 50-yard line. And what a pickup on 2nd and long. Should be 3rd and 15 now. Nice job by Aiden Anderson to keep a level head and make the most out of a bad chance there. Ball was bobbled, and he just kind of had to toss it to his running back, Cameron Swales. So expect something deep here for the Wildcats. Receiver in motioning out to his right. Anderson snaps the ball. Looking to his left. Throws it deep down the left sideline. The ball, jump ball, and it is not caught. Dropped by the Wildcats. Trojans are claiming that they had an interception. The ball, you can tell the ball is wet out there. That was not a clean spiral by Aiden Anderson. And now it's decision-making time for Ben Bryant. Do you go for it and have a chance of potentially pinning the Trojans back deep? Go for it. And it looks like they're going to punt it. So it'll be Tristan Silvers, the sophomore, who's back deep return. And even further behind him, it's Logan Stanley. Rashid punts it. Great punt, great spiral. And a fair catch is called. And the bounce goes into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. It was the Wildcats almost got down there. So that would have been prime territory for the Trojans to set up in. So they'll set up the ball right around where he called the fair catch. Or correction, it'll be set up at the 20-yard line. The Trojans were heading towards that way. Got mixed up a little bit myself. So now, a chance for Lake City with 4:10 to go here in the first half to take their first lead of, or excuse me, their second lead of the night. .10 to go here in the first half. Ball snapped, handed off to the running back, cuts to his right side, and is brought down around the 26-yard line. Nice carry and pickup there for the Trojans. We got 2nd and 4. As the clock winding down and plays, although you not suggest it, you just don't want to give away any big breakaway plays, as you had twice already tonight. So Robbie Root snaps the ball, fakes it, and he is getting eaten up behind the line of scrimmage and tackled for a loss of about 2. So should be at their own 24-yard line. Then making their way to the field as the clock continues to wind down. 3:05 to go here in the first half. Much different pace of play compared to what happened last week. Last week it was very quick. Clock was always running, it felt like. Robbie Root snaps the ball and gives it off to his running back, who's got it down the sideline, 50, 40, 35, and brought down out of bounds around the 34. And well, they faked handed off about 3 different times until they finally gave it to their running back. So it'll be 1st and 10, and the Trojans are threatening. Stopped out of bounds, so the clock stops. So the Trojans snaps the ball, hands it off, and is met instantly. Gained maybe 1. We got 2nd and 9 now. Clock. 2:15 here in the first half. Trojans with just 1 timeout. Evart with 2. There's been a really snaps the ball, hands it off to his running back, and is brought down. Nice job by Dryson Rashid, who sniffed that play out from the start. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now for the Trojans. They come to the line. Not a whole lot of time left here in the first half. Robbie Root snaps the ball, hands it off to his running back, and is brought down, but a nice last-minute leap, or lunge rather, will get him a couple more yards and save what could have been a disastrous play. So it'll be 4th and 2 with 1:22 remaining here in the first half, and it'll be a timeout, I believe, called by the Trojans. So we'll step aside for 60 seconds. When we come back, we will have the conclusion of this first half. You're listening to B103.9.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Evart. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Evart on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Trojans snap the ball. It's a little bit of a reverse, and one man on one man, and is brought down and kept in bounds. Clock will stay ticking, but most importantly, Lake City gets the first down.
That's good for a Trojan first down.
Once again, it came down to the final fake handoff, and that's exactly where Robbie Root went with it. It seems to be that last one that the Wildcats have been having a hard time stopping. So 114, 1st and 10. Hands it off to his running back and is met and brought down inbounds. Now remember, no timeouts remaining for Lake City. And the 1 minute mark is coming up. There it is. And they got to hurry up a little bit. They don't have a whole lot of time. Evart looking to prevail here before half. Snaps the ball, hands it off, and Wildcats eat them up and pushes them back to the line of scrimmage. And now they got to hurry up. 40 seconds to go here in the half. Again, 21-16. Wildcats lead it. And they are wasting a lot of time right now. Not a whole lot of... Lake City snaps the ball. And he'll keep it, actually hands it off, and brought down. Now is when they got to reset. Wasn't enough to get the first down. So the clock doesn't stop. It's going to be 4th and 1, and they got to get going. 10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The ball is off, snapped, quarterback keeper. They're going for a pass. Robbie Root throws to the end zone, caught, touchdown, Lake City at the buzzer. Man, oh man, Lake City. Unbelievable way to cap off the half to take a 22-21 lead. And now we'll go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point cushion. Wow. Tiptoeing catch in the end zone. A team that has not passed all throws ever off. Now they'll go for 2. Ball's snapped, handed off. They'll go up the middle, and it looks good. So at the end of the first half, Lake City Trojans lead at 22-21. Evart stunned at the final play of the half. Well, we'll step aside for a quick 30-second break. When we come back, we'll recap the first half.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a 4th-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at 168.
Welcome back here on B103.9. Halftime here in Lake City. Trojans leading 22-21. And it was a pass play, but Robbie Root rolled out to his right as time expired, found his man in the corner of the end zone who tiptoed and caught it. Give him a lead, and what a way for the Trojans, who had not passed up until that final play of the half. And what a better time to pull out
all right, it's 50-50 raffle time. Get out those 50-50 raffle.
Up until then, the Wildcats, they have scored on 3 out of their 4 possessions tonight. It was their final possession where they had to punt it away, and it was a great punt by Dryson Rashid that bounced and rolled in the end zone. We're kind of working our way back a little bit. Recap. And, well, for the Trojans, it's been two big breakout runs for them, specifically down the sidelines. It's really been a lot of fake runs for Lake City. What wasn't working for them last week is now working for them all of a sudden. 22 points already here in just the first half after scoring 0 last week against Hart. So the Wildcats will try to get the passing going a little bit more. The problem with the passing is tonight's weather has been a big implication of them. Aiden Anderson does a nice job of spinning the ball, specifically down the sidelines and really all over the place. And well, last week it was the curl routes that Evart ran more so than not. It was the same play over and over and over and over again last week, but tonight you've only seen it once. And so potentially you might see some changes here at halftime in the locker room, and maybe they go back to that. It worked for you last week. Why not go back to it again? As the Lake City Trojans marching band comes out of the field, it's ready to perform their halftime show. Evart will need to have some big changes, specifically on the defensive end. They did a really nice job of shutting down Beaverton last week, but tonight they really had no answer against the Trojans. We'll see if they have it out. We'll step aside for quite a while. We'll be back in a little bit. This is halftime here at Lake City. Once again, Evart down as the Trojans lead it 22-21. You're listening to Evart.
Ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and Coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
That keeps your home comfortable? Introducing Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, where we pride ourselves on having the cutest servicemen and women with the best butts in town.
Ooh!
Oops, did I just say that? Now that I got your attention. Our team of experts is here to keep your home cozy and cool. So why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? Call 989-598-0534 to schedule your Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. That's 989-598-0534. Don't wait, because comfort never looked so good. Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort meets cuteness.
The celebration of school sports continues, and the football playoffs hit the golden anniversary. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Last week, we let you know that this is the MHSAA's 100th year, and how you can follow along as we celebrate school sports. One of those ways is social media posts highlighting MHSAA records, such as on September 2nd, 2010, Luke Wilcox of Portland St. Patrick returned an interception against Bath 100 yards for a touchdown. That's tied for the longest in MHSAA history. But this is also the 50th anniversary of the MHSAA football playoffs. The very first MHSAA football champions were crowned in 1975. It was Livonia Franklin in Class A, Dearborn Divine Child in Class B, Ishpeming in Class C, and Crystal Falls Forest Park in Class D. The Class A and D finals were played at Waldo Stadium in Kalamazoo, with Class B and C finals at Perry Short Stadium in Mount Pleasant. And only 4 teams in each class qualified for that postseason. In 1976, the finals moved to the Pontiac Silverdome, and they were played there until 2004. In 1977, the number of qualifiers doubled to 8, and then grew to 16 for each class in 1985. In 1990, the number of classes doubled from 4 to 8. And the final expansion for 11-player football came in 1999, when the number of qualifiers per class grew to 32. We'll have more on the 50th anniversary of the football playoffs later in the show. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. Utica Eisenhower senior Bryce Hurley, he scored 3 rushdown in a 33-16 win over Oxford. Woodhaven's Preston Scheffler The freshman making his first start at quarterback tossed 3 touchdown passes and a 20-0 win over Wyandotte Roosevelt. And to Rockford's Cade Friesen and Logan Haglin, they each returned an interception for a score and a 30-23 win over Cass Tech.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the court. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
In soccer, a kicked ball if a ball is kicked at someone's face and they instinctively put their hand in front of their face to block the ball, that is also not a handball. There was no intent. Handball or handling is called when the touch with a hand or arm is deliberate. However, if a ball glances off an offensive player's arm and goes into the goal is not allowed. Even if the touching was accidental or inadvertent, it's no goal. If the touching leads to an immediate goal-scoring opportunity, then it's also whistled for handling, as long as the inadvertent touching doesn't lead directly to a goal.
If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Back with more on the 50th anniversary of the MHSAA football playoffs. 8-player football was added in 2011 and split into 2 divisions in 2017. Farmington Hills Harrison has played in the most title games, 18, and they are tied with Jackson Lumen Christi for the most championships won, 13. Beale City and Crystal Falls Forest Park have each qualified for the postseason more than any other school, with 38 appearances each. Rockford has played in 28 straight playoffs, a record they are looking to extend to 29 this season. And the finals, as they have been since 2005, are at Ford Field in Detroit. Southfield A&T, Muskegon, Forest Hill Central, Harper Woods, Grand Rapids Catholic Central, Kingsley, Jackson, Lumen Christi, and Ubley are your reigning 11-player football state champions. Martin and Adrian Lenawee Christian are the returning champs in 8-player. The 50th MHSAA football postseason kicks off with district play on Friday, November 1st. Check out MHSAA.com for complete coverage all year long. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick, featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling, all backed by Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by the Ina store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-62.
Today at 231-629-8088.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Evart Public Schools and all Evart athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693, or Tyler will be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical, day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Welcome back here on B103.9. The Trojans with a 22-21 lead as the clock for the halftime. Wildcats re-entering the field, same as the Trojans. We get ready to go here for half number 2. And it is very chilly out. So we got about 3 minutes until kickoff of the second half. But right now it's with continued scattered showers all throughout northern Michigan here tonight. It is making everything feel a lot colder than what it actually is. It's saying about 44 degrees and misting right now, on and off, and trying to stay dry. That is for sure, as the stadium lights are fully on here. And the Wildcats are going to have to come from behind here in the second half. They've already done it once in the first half, with the Trojans taking an early 8-7 lead after the Wildcats took a 7-0 lead. The Wildcats are going to have to try to find a way to get their passing game working again. It's been a very slow start in a way. I mean, they've had it working, but it's been the grip of the ball. So you wonder if maybe a glove can help fix that situation for Aiden Anderson. But it's not like it's a heavy downpouring rain right now that's causing all this trouble. It's a mist, and the grass just continues to, everything's slippery. We've seen Aiden Anderson bobble it a few times that have potentially cost him a big play. And we've seen the Wildcats run it more than we ever did last week. As we're in our final minute and a half of the halftime show here tonight. Very nicely done by the Lake City Marching Band. And the crowd starts to make their way back to seats. We'll step aside for our final 60-second break of the halftime show. When we come back, we'll have half number 2. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Evart football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Well, a fresh 12 is on the clock as half number 2 is getting ready to get under our way, as the Trojans will head out to receive the ball to start the second half, and that touchdown becomes that ever more important as they have a chance to make this a 2-possession lead with a 22-21 lead. Well, potentially at least a very much a 1-possession lead. Could be 2 though. And the Wildcats will kick off as
And football is in full swing around the country. NFL getting under their way last night with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Tonight, the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles getting started down in Brazil. So, and tonight, well, we're getting ready for half number 2 in Lake City, Michigan, as once again the Trojans lead it 22-21 here in the first conference play of the season. And at Lake City trying to even it up on the year. They looked really good in their new offense here in game number 2. So here's Dryson Rashid with the kick. It's up and away and it's good. It's a pretty good kick as it's received right around the 15. Brought up and he'll motion around to his right and he is stumbling his way, but picks up an extra 5 yards, brought down around the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. A lot of fans here are pretty chilly, so they're hoping for a bit of a quicker second half here. Than that first half was very, very long in relation to last week's game. A lot of penalties in that second quarter. That second quarter is mainly the time killer, if you will. So Robbie Roots gets under the center, snap the ball, he'll hand it off. Wildcats, that was Cole McGinnis on the run. It will be 2nd and 5 here on the 29-yard line. Just in front of it, rather, so about 30 if you're rounding up. The Trojans offense here tonight. They'll fake it off and hand it off, and they'll pick up a couple and be brought down with about 2 or 3 yards to go to the first down marker. Evart looking for a much needed stop here. Try to force that punt. You can get something behind the lines too. That'd be even bigger. City snaps the ball, hands it off, and they're going to pick up a couple as well as the first down. And be a fresh set of downs here for the Trojans.
First down.
Pick up a whole lot, but 3 yards is enough. Pick up 3 yards every time, you're mostly guaranteed a first down every drive, so we'll get ready to go here again. Trojans continuing this running offense. They have fasted only once tonight. Of course, that was right there at the end of the first half. Robbie Roots snaps the ball and hands it off to the back, who is met instantly at the line. Flag thrown on the play. Was unknown running back on the carry. And looking like it's going to be a holding penalty on the trip back a few yards. And so we'll do it again at a first down. Should be about 1st and 15 now. And correction, yes. Maybe a little bit longer than that. 1st and 20 on the right around the 27, 28-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third. Trojans, the way they've been moving the ball, 1st and 20 shouldn't be any problem. Robbie Roots snaps the ball. Hill looking for a pass. He's looking out to his right, scrambles to the right, and he will just throw it out of bounds. Wise decision there by Roots, as he was getting chased by the entire defensive line for the Wildcats. So it'll continue to be 2nd and 20. As the Trojans have a long way to go. At one point last week, the Wildcats had a very similar situation. It was about 3rd and 30, and it snapped ball way over Aiden Anderson's head. He picked it up, and that's what gave them the lead late in that ball game. Robbie Roots back at it again, snaps the ball, and will give it off to what appears to be the fullback, and down. About half of the defense was to his left there. on the play. So it's going to be third and still long. That cuts about a quarter of the way down. Just one more stop, and they've got a lot of room for error, or Evart does anyway. Just looking to force a punt here, get the ball back, retake that lead. Oh, here in the third. Ball is snapped, handed off to the running back. He's got cuts to the outside. He's met by spins and breaks loose down the sideline, down 40, 35, 30, 20, and steps out of bounds right around the 25-yard line. And the Trojans on a 3rd and 14 once again break away down the sideline. And it would have been taken to the house at 1st and 10. And the Wildcats are just struggling to get that 3rd down stop. It has been the biggest issue defensively. And the run game continues to be a problem for this defense. They struggled last week against Beaverton, who ran it up the middle nonstop. So the first play, runs it out the middle, 10-5, touchdown, Trojans. Trojans are just running the ball all over Evart right now. 28-21 Trojans, and a chance to make it a 2-possession lead if this 2-point conversion is successful. And a penalty on the field right now. Not quite sure what it is. Potentially another unsportsmanlike conduct, as the official is talking to Blake Root right now. And these officials aren't anybody to be messed around with here, as the coaches for Lake City try to figure out what's going on. Pretty much the entirety of the coaching staff out on the field right now.
We've been told by
to go here in the third.
Blowing the air horn, we need to not do that, or they're going to throw a flag on the home team. The messenger.
You heard it there, penalty Lake City. The flag's still down on the ground. Ball will remain at the same spot, so a chance to go up 2 possessions here for Lake City. A big play coming up for the Evert's defense. Ball is snapped. A little bit of a reverse motion. He goes into the end zone and breaks the line. And it's 30-21. Trojans lead it here with 8:38 third. Third. A lot of football left to be played, but Evart is going to have to try to figure it out defensively. So we'll step aside for about 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll have kickoff and then Evert's offensive possession. You're listening to B103.9.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Evart carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Evart. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Evart on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
As the Evart Wildcats will try to find a way to get back on the scoring column. And the kick will have to be brought back even further after the penalty back during the extra point attempt. So 30-21, Trojans lead it, and Evart is going to have to try to come back yet again here in the second half. Again here against the rival Lake City. Not as long of an extra weekend they have, as this kick is up, a bit of a shorter kick, and it'll be bounced out of bounds around the 35-yard line. So naturally the flag that, in my opinion, is kind of one of the more weirder flags in football is when the kickoff is. So we'll see what the decision is here. It looks like it's going to be a re-kick here. Evart. And they'll have to kick it back even further. They'll have to kick it from their own 20-yard line now is Lake City. Evart, the deepest returner right now, hovering right around the 35-yard line. So we'll try this again. The kick is up. And this time it should stay in bounds. Received by Rashid. He runs it to the right side, and he's got a lane. He cuts inside across the 45 and brought down right in front of the 40. And it's going to be 1st and 10, right around the 41, the Trojans 41, that is. And so great field position to start their first possession of the second half with 8:29 here to go in the third. As you can, it was pretty quiet in here in relation to what it was earlier in the game. Now we'll see what this offense has in store for him in the second half. So the defense continue to struggle. Aiden Anderson in the shotgun formation. Snaps the ball, hands it off to his running back, cuts to the left, across the 35, down around the 30. And it'll be a 1st and 10 here at the 30. First play, pickup of about 11 yards by the running back, Cameron Wales. So Anderson will snap the ball, hands it off to Wales again. Wales to the right side, across the 25 and brought down in between the 25 and 20. And another nice pickup there as they continue to run in the passing game. Maybe not as much of an option as you'd hope for if you're Ben Bryant, especially with this on and off misty like rain. Snaps the ball, runs it back up the middle, and is it enough? Side near the Lake City sideline. Lucas Johnson frustrated, and might be it's either going to be an unsportsmanlike or it's going to be a holding penalty. Or waiting the call from the officials, but either way, it's going to be on Evart. And still waiting the call here as they're discussing it cross field here. And it looks like there's some confusion with the officials too. Nobody really knows what's going on right now. And well, it's the official who threw the flag is near the sideline. And well, he threw it. He should know what it is, it feels like. So still no call on the play, as it's just been a mess all night long. Evart, this is killing a big momentum drive for Evart. And it is. Well, maybe not. I don't know. They keep moving the ball back and forth. It's a little bit confusing. So it looks like they're going to have the ball right where they got down. So that was confusing, I'm sure, for everybody in attendance, and even more so if you're listening. So 2nd and short. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to the running back, who's met at the line, but he makes a last-minute lunge, and should be enough for the first down. And it is 1st and 10 at about the 20-yard line. Cameron Swales has done a phenomenal job running the ball tonight. A offense that has been riddled with injuries, slowly starting to come back to health. It's nice to see for him. Anderson snaps it, Anderson will keep it as he runs to the left side. Across the 20, cuts to the right. Now he's got a lane as he tries to fight his way to the 15 and is pummeled by a group of Trojans there. Might have gotten to the 15, but it's going to be more so around the 17-16 yard line. 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. 30-21 Trojans lead it. So it's a bit of a different look this time around for Anderson. Receiver to his left, two to his right, running back to his right, snaps the ball and hands it off to this running back who runs it up the middle and he gets brought down right around the 10-yard line. And it's going to be just short of another first down. Third and 1 here for the Wildcats. I would just keep handing the ball off. Maybe give it to Anderson here. Snaps the ball. High snap again. And the running back is eaten up behind the line of scrimmage. There's been a ton of high snaps from the center tonight. A lot of it, I'm sure, because the grass, so there's not a whole lot of friction there. Its own slip and slide. So it's going to be 4th and 4 with 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. Anderson and the Wildcats are going for it. Snaps the ball. Anderson looking to his right. Throws it towards the end zone, and it's overthrown and incomplete. And Lake City comes up with another stop. Here on 4th down, and the Wildcats off bench. Interesting call there on 4th down. I don't hate the pass play, but with the way the ball's been coming out of the hands of Aiden Anderson tonight, and the way he's been moving the ball better with his legs, I would have maybe done like a quarterback keeper type of thing. He's been moving it well on the outside or the inside part of the line. So 5:18, Trojans will take over and a chance to put this game out of reach here in just the third. A chance to make it a 3-possession lead. He snapped the ball. They'll hand it off to the running back who runs to the right side, and he gets tripped up by one of the defensive linemen. And it'll be 2nd and about 8. They missed. He's on and off. You can see it in the stadium lights tonight. Since the start of the game. But the wind really right now, not much of a factor. It's more so the wetness of the field. Evart needing a stop here on this drive. They'll hand it off. And he gets tripping up the running back who lunges forward and gets across the 20. So it'll be 3rd and about 4.
Stop to the Wildcats.
The clock continues to wind down here in the third quarter. Big play coming up. Evart desperately needing a stop here on 3rd down. Need to force a punt to try to pull within 1 point of the Trojan. Ball snapped, hands it off, and he's tackled, brought down right in front of the 25-yard line, and wins 1st down. And that's been the difficult thing for this defense of Evart, is they have been able to, kind of been finding the way to stop this run, but it's when they get down to this 3rd and 4 or 5, they have just been falling just short. The Trojans have been able to lunge right across the goal line, or not goal line, but first down marker by inches. It's not by much. So, Bobby Roots with the handoff again. And this is brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2. Trojans trying to salt this game away. And if they can keep the ball moving down the line or down the field very slowly and meticulously, they could very well have the ball through halfway through the fourth quarter. Coming up on the 2:30 mark of the third. Robbie Root puts his hand under the center side and is brought down right in front of the 30-yard line. So it should be.
Blake Root with the carry, head for about 4 yards.
Third down here. Yet again, here we are. Evart needing a stop here. If you can try to score one before the end of the third, you'll be sitting well as long as your defense can get another stop at some point during the fourth. The first down and continue to salt this game away. Snaps the ball, hands it off, up the middle, and is met and brought down just in front of the first down marker. Should be short by 2 or 3 yards. Now it's decision time for the Trojans. I think you got to punt it, and that's ultimately what. And they're gonna keep the punter on the sideline. They're gonna go for it. A big play coming up, 4th and 2. The ball snapped. They do a goal line push, and did they get enough? And first down, Trojan. They cleared it by about a yard. Very nicely done. Robbie Root kept it and him right behind him to get it. Now it's another first down as they are just milking the clock. This is reminding me a lot of the drive between the Michigan State-Iowa Big Ten Championship game, where I believe it was Iowa who went the length of the field and it was almost over 12 minutes in that drive. This is what it's reminding me of. As the Trojans are in prime position to seal this victory here tonight. They toss it to the left side. They got an opening down across the 50, across the 40, 35, 30, 25, and brought down out of bounds. But there's a flag on the play. And this play, they're calling holding. And so an unfortunate play there by the mishap by the Trojans, as this play is going to have to go all the way back. Unfortunate walk of shame. You have a big play and then it's just ripped out of your hands by a holding penalty. There's been a ton of those tonight. Everything's wet tonight, so grip is lacking, and well, that's when you start to see maybe things holding on a little too tight. So they'll march it back. It's going to be
26-yard line.
2nd and 20.
2nd and roughly 19 for the Trojans.
Here for the Trojans. Or excuse me, 1st and 20. The mark sign was one down behind. And Trojans, are they going to get one more snap off? Trojans 30, Wildcats 21. And this is a big quarter for Evart. A lot to do when we come back. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge, not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9. A fresh 12 is on the clock, and everybody will flip sides of the field. We'd like to thank sponsors here tonight.